you for joining us for Talk Pittsburgh. It is Thursday. I like to call it Friday Eve. We're going to have a great show today.
I see it. Yeah. I see the weekend. Yes. We're doing a big St. Patrick's Day shindig at our house on Saturday, so I can't wait. I got the meal prep going in my head, the party plans, the balloons. I cannot wait.
Oh, if you're heading it, it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, and we do have a lot planned this Thursday, including a hot take from Reese Witherspoon saying that dreams are great, but they might not pay the bills. While she says chasing your talents is the smarter move, our business expert is breaking it all down.
Oh, can't wait to hear that conversation. Plus, a spaghetti sandwich that's gone viral. Yes, pasta between bread. The local community cafe behind it is here to show you how it's made.
You know, Mikey, carbs on carbs, sign me up.
Yes.
And next for today's big table talk, big businesses with Pittsburgh roots that have stood the test of time. Why they have such a big impact year after year.
That and so much more coming up this hour. First, your local headlines in under 90 seconds.
We're expecting some serious cuts here as the city is facing some financial difficulty. City leaders say a recent tax increase brought in about $27 million, but it still wasn't enough to close the gap. And officials say the city is still operating at a deficit.
2 missing cows in McCandless have been rounded up. The calves made a break from Eigner's farm earlier this week, but the 2 calves were captured along the Parkway North after they were backing up traffic.
The Newcastle Police Department is building a blueprint, asking homeowners and business owners to register their surveillance and doorbell cameras. Police say it's a faster way for officers to know where to look during an investigation. Police say your information will be kept confidential and only accessed by authorized personnel.
We know that's probably going to bring up a lot of questions about privacy, and we understand that there will be more follow-ups to that story too. Today we are putting eyes on the strength of local businesses standing the test of time. So many people were excited to see Page's Dairy Mart open for the season this week. Lines were massive as people were eager to get their favorite treats, proof that in Pittsburgh we don't just love new businesses, we fiercely support the ones that have been around for generations. And one local powerhouse is celebrating a milestone that shows just how long companies can thrive here. That's today's Table Talk. So Mikey, what did you find out?
Well, one of Pittsburgh's most recognizable companies is celebrating a major achievement. We're talking about 84 Lumber. The company's been around since 1956 and is headquartered just south of the city. 84 Lumber is marking 70 years in business and launching a new campaign ahead of the nation's 250th anniversary. It really highlights something special about this region. Pittsburgh produces companies that last. Think about names like Heinz, PPG, U.S. Steel, Dick's Sporting Goods, and Giant Eagle. Businesses that didn't just start here, they grew here. Now, experts say success like this often comes down to a few factors: a strong work ethic rooted in the city's industrial past, family-owned leadership, loyal local customers, and a culture that values stability over flash. Now, I would say all those values describe Pittsburgh pretty well. Now, and get this, 84 Lumber started with just an $84,000 investment and grew into the nation's largest privately held building material supplier with hundreds of locations across the country. And you know what? That is pretty fantastic, I think.
70 years is really incredible. I mean, we actually just bought our cabinets from 84 Lumber. We needed a couple more cabinets in our kitchen, and so we added them in on the end of like one panel. But they've been tried and true. I think it's a place that a lot of people know they can turn to.
Right.
When a business has been around that long, you know, oh, you must be doing something right. Right? I mean, you just have to believe it.
Absolutely.
I think it says a lot about our region too.
Yeah, I think it really does. When you think about it, is there a business that you would not want to see go away?
Hands down, Permane Brothers.
I knew you were going to say it. I knew it.
So I had to look it up this morning because I couldn't quite remember, and I thought that I was right, but I was. 1933. 1933 is when they, you know, their almost famous slogan. So they are coming up, they're 7 years away from it, but 7 years away from turning 100. And I think that this is, again, it's just one of those places that if we did not have French fries on a sandwich with coleslaw and all that. I don't know what I would do.
I really do think it's part of the identity and the heart and the culture of Pittsburgh. For me, it would be Eaton Park because, I mean, it's so nostalgic for me. I mean, who hasn't been at Eaton Park late night grabbing a milkshake or after like a special event? It was one of my first jobs.
I know, yeah.
And
do you know how many years they've been around?
I don't know how many years they've been around, but I will tell you that I was really sad when the one in Squirrel Hill closed because that was the 24-hour one. I think there's another one, the one in Robinson. Is that 24 hours?
I don't know.
But spent a lot of time at the one in Squirrel Hill, so that would be it.
Your one.
And Kennywood too. Kennywood.
Do you know, I remember there was, it's still there, I'm almost certain of it. There's an Eaton Park in Shaler Township, like right as you're getting into Shaler, and we used to go there after the football games. And I remember when they still had the smoking section, and Frankie and I laugh about this all the time. Do you guys remember how absurd smoking sections were? Because it was like a half wall sometimes.
A half wall.
And you're like, it doesn't.
It's not preventing anything.
I mean, we didn't know as much then, but it's so funny to look back on those times and think about how people were over there just smoking and drinking their coffee, and there's like a half wall, and you're like, I can still
feel it. Yeah, I guess they tried. I don't know. But yeah, Eaton Park, where would it be without the smiley cookies and the sticky buns?
The kids love going there. They prefer, and I don't know this for certain, please correct me if I'm wrong, Eaton Park, but that it's Kraft mac and cheese that they serve for the kids menu. Yeah. And my kids will eat it there, but not at home. Like, for some reason, they prefer it at Eaton Park as opposed to home. We're doing the same things.
You know what? I'm an adult, and I love Kraft mac and cheese, so.
There we go.
Oh, good, yeah.
Okay, so moving on, because we wanted to get to our question of the week. This is a good one, considering the time of year and everything we're seeing popping up. Pun intended. If a pothole has personally victimized you this month, you are not alone. Our Talk Pittsburgh question of the week. We want to know, where is the worst pothole in Pittsburgh? For me, and I've told you this, I think it is a series of potholes that are right along Fort Duquesne Boulevard, right where they're putting that beautiful new park in the cultural district. Right. They're going to open up this wonderful space over there, and I think because of all the construction, they've not been able to get the trucks and properly clean that part of the street up. But my gosh, it feels like you're...
It's a series of potholes, not just one, multiple.
Yeah, it feels like you're on the Jackrabbit. You're just...
Yeah. You know... Sorry to do that again. For me, there's too many to choose from. They're everywhere. So I mean, there are some really challenging ones. So
let us know, because I know some are filling up like lakes right now after that rain yesterday. So.
Ponds and lakes and oceans. Yep.
Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh. Ron Smiley's here with a look at your forecast, less rain, and when hopefully we got our fingers crossed for that. And can you believe it has been 40 years since the classic coming-of-age film Stand By Me was released?
Yeah, if it's stayed in your heart and mind these last few decades, listen up. There's a chance to experience it again with some of the cast. Ahead, we're talking to actor Corey Feldman about the Stand By Me tour stop here in Pittsburgh.
And blink and you may miss it. A magician with award-winning sleight of hand is taking over a cabaret stage in Carnegie this weekend, and you're getting a sneak peek. That's coming up next.
Says you need a 4-leaf clover to have a little luck. This St. Patrick's Day weekend, you can experience a little modern magic happening up close and personal at the Free Library and Music Hall in Carnegie.
That's right. This is part of their Saturday Soiree series, and the first one kicks off with a mainstay at Liberty Magic. We have Music Hall director Heidi Matthews here and magician Joshua Masato here to share more. Your show that you've been doing at Liberty Magic is huge. You said it's the longest running show at Liberty Magic to date.
That's correct. The longest running show at Liberty Magic to date, yes.
And it's your Mr. Masato's School of Magic.
Mr. Masato School of Magic for the young and young at heart, every Sunday at 2 p.m.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. And your style of magic, it's very up close and personal and interactive. What do you love about performing at the Carnegie?
Well, I look forward to this event. This will be my first time performing in this space, but it'll be my second time performing there in Carnegie. But this is going to be up close and personal. Close-up magic at its best, right? Very interactive magic. The magic happens in your hands, and everyone will be amazed.
I know. We can't wait. You're going to show us a little trick here coming up. But Heidi, tell us a little bit more about why you wanted to bring this Saturday Soiree series to the Carnegie.
Certainly. In addition to being a wonderful fundraiser and benefit for our nonprofit organization and the people we serve, it also brings the community together to have a fantastic evening out, see wonderful artists, and enjoy each other's company while taking in a great show.
Yeah, and for people who have never been to the venue before, what's it like? What can they expect to experience?
Sure. Well, we have a couple different venues within our building, but Mr. Masato will be performing in our studio, which we transform into a cabaret, small nightclub with tables, complimentary refreshments included with tickets, complimentary beverages, and of course the show.
And so this is a quarterly event series that you're doing. Do you already have things planned for the next one? And is this a one night only show, or how does it work?
One night only per each performer.
Okay.
Of course, Mr. Masato will be performing this Saturday, and then coming up on May 30th, we have Fat Mandy, who will be returning for another great night of music.
Wonderful.
All right, so Mr. Masato, you are going to show us. You're going to wow us with your magic, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. This
Okay.
is my favorite part. I'm going to share with you.
Now.
We are
gonna
so
share it.
close. I want you to, this is happening right
see
here.
everything.
Okay.
All right. Now, this is Masato rings. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 separate and solid rings. Watch it close.
Mike is getting real close.
You'll see the rings link right before your eyes now as easily as they go together.
There's no opening.
They come
There's
apart
nothing.
even easier. Here, take the ring.
Go ahead, Heather.
Hold on to the ring like so.
Is there an
Face me.
There's no opening.
Bring your hands together. A little lower for me. Perfect. Watching in 1, 2. Watch it. And that's 3. Big difference when the magic happens in your hands. You can let go. Yep. If that was fast, that should be even faster. Now we got 2 and 2.
Yes.
Good. Mikey,
Okay.
give it a tug. Make sure it's together.
It's together.
Hold on to the ring. Bring your hands together like
Hold it
so.
really hard.
Right. Arms out towards me.
Yes.
Closer to me.
To you,
Yes,
okay.
yes. Now my ring's in the back. Your ring's in the front. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Just like so. You can let go.
Let go. Okay.
Watch, keep an eye on the bottom ring. If you've even been slightly amazed by the magic I've done with the rings, keep an eye on the bottom ring. You'll see it link without touching. Now, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 rings. Hold out one finger, Heather, right here in the middle. It doesn't matter where you touch, that's exactly where it'll melt off. Mikey, give it a go right here in the middle. It really doesn't matter where you touch, that's exactly
We have
where
good
it'll melt
fingers.
off. Now, the last and final ring, I'll pull it off. Do me a favor.
Should we still be holding
Mikey,
our fingers?
Touch right here on
Turn
the
here,
ring.
okay.
Right there, and that's exactly.
What?
Heather, were you amazed by it?
Yeah.
Do you think you can do it?
No.
You can do anything,
That's right. Anything I put my mind
even
to.
the impossible, as long as you believe, right?
Yep.
You'll go 1, 2, 3. Come in close on this. You go 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And even you can do it. Do it.
Me?
Do it.
Do it.
1, 2, 3.
3.
You're a magician. You made it.
Look.
What kind of sorcery is that, Mr. Masato?
Watch it close. If you practice, come in close on this. If you practice, you can do amazing things. Watch it close. Don't blink, not even for a second. And that, my friends, is the magic of Mr. Masato.
Oh, where can I buy those rings? Do they sell them like?
Yes, these are Masato rings. This
On
is my
Amazon?
creation. No,
I
not on
see.
Amazon. You
Okay.
go to MasatoMagic.com.
That was
Y'all
good.
enjoy it?
That was amazing. Heather, okay, she's speechless.
Speechless.
My goodness.
This is wonderful.
Thank you both for being here.
So come on Saturday, see Mr. Masato. You can also come on Sundays to Liberty Magic to come and see him too.
Mr. Masato, School of Magic for the young and young at heart.
Yeah, all right. Well, to find more about the Saturday soirees happening at the Free Library and Music Hall in Carnegie, just head to our website.
I don't know. Ron,
What just happened?
what kind of magic are you bringing, Ron?
Can you ask Mr. Masato if he sells,
Sunshine?
gizmos? Does he have gizmos from the
Gizmos?
Gremlins? Remember gizmos? Yeah, it seems like he has everything else back
You know,
there,
for
so.
some reason, Ron, I thought you were going to break out into like the Little Mermaid song. Like,
Oh.
I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's its and what's its galore.
I just knew that you would sing it if I
want
gave
that?
you
Oh,
the
there we
so
go.
that was my magic.
I've
My
got
magic
20.
trick. Let's talk about, we do have some strong winds coming our way. We'll talk about when these are expected to get here with the wind advisory in place also. I'll be looking at your weekend forecast. It's all coming up.
I know we have to talk about the weather, but during the commercial break, we have spent this time talking about Disney movies.
Yes.
Mikey was unfamiliar with Ariel's classic song,
Well,
In Her Cave of
okay. My son is only 2.5 years old, and
Okay.
I haven't watched The Little
Sure.
Mermaid since the early 90s when it came out when I was a kid. I forgot.
You didn't know that Heather could belt the entire
I didn't
soundtrack.
know, but I'm not surprised at
No
all.
prompt whatsoever.
You want Disney songs? I'll give you Disney
You give
songs.
them all.
The Pocahontas soundtrack?
Oh, boy.
The Colors of the Wind? Are you kidding me?
Okay. Maybe we need to have a segment just for that. Ron, so we are facing some record rain totals, right?
Yeah, yesterday, I mean, Little Mermaid would have been very happy with all the rain that came in. We shattered the record. It wasn't even close. 1.29 inches of rain coming in. The old record, 0.89. That was set all the way back. Look at this, guys. 1935 is when we set that old record. Now, here's the deal. When it comes to heavy rain, you know that you're going to have some minor flooding. There is going to be the possibility of some minor flooding today. We do have the flood advisory. I do have some good news. I was just looking at river levels. They're well below where we were expecting them to be at this point. So this flood advisory may be allowed to be canceled before that Saturday at 8 o'clock in the morning. What do you guys have some plans for the weekend?
I'm having a little shindig.
Oh.
A little shindig?
For St. Patrick's Day. But you know what, speaking of that, I know you were just getting ready to pull up the weekend forecast.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking, okay, if we have any kind of flood warnings in place, St. Patrick's Day parade is coming. I know Mon Wharf sometimes will close if there's any kind of flood advisories that limits parking. I'm thinking of all the things.
I understand. Yeah, you know, I would expect the Mon Wharf to close. Hopefully the good news continues with the river levels staying below where we were expecting them to be. But expect if the Mon Wharf has to close on Friday, it will still be closed over the course of the weekend. Do want to quickly show you the weekend forecast. You can see the red there on Friday. It's a first alert weather day. Strong wind speeds are going to be expected to come through the area, but the rest of the weekend's actually looking pretty good. Dry conditions Saturday, and our Sunday high have us up there near 70 degrees for our high. Just really quickly, we warm up very fast. Do want to show you can see it right there. Windy conditions. It's going to be a wind tunnel out there on Friday afternoon, so be prepared for that.
And I think we actually had, I don't know, Ron, if you've seen this time-lapse video of the storm.
Oh, yeah.
From yesterday.
Yeah, that was the tornado warned storm that we had coming across right there at the point.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it was
crazy to see that
amazing
video.
Yep.
Well, 70-degree weather, that's something to look forward to.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Can't wait.
Yeah. All right, well, it's time for our family feed. It is Thursday. We love this moment. We love sharing these pictures with you. So for me, I sent these to you already, Heather. Logan officially had his first picture day at school. And so we don't have those pictures back yet, but Jordan captured the moment after school. And for me, there's just something about overalls that does it for me every single time. And it's little kids in them that I will buy every single overall
but why
ever
is
he
he always smiling?
No, he's just so happy.
He's such a happy little boy.
He wakes up like this.
I love that for him.
I love the spirit that he has about him. So I
feel like that's a
enjoy
true
those pictures.
testament to your parenting. Like I feel like if you have happy kids, that something is right.
Well,
you know?
Yeah. Let me tell you something else too.
Yeah.
This is the phase that he's in right now.
Yeah.
When I go grocery shopping and I come home and I have the bags in the cars, he says, "Help, help." And
like he wants to help you.
He helps me bring, he's 2.5. He helps me bring the grocery bags in.
Well done.
And then yesterday, I gave him one bag and he's looking at the rest of the bags. He's like, no, help. So he wants more than one
He's carrying
bag.
them all in. Don't give him the eggs yet.
No,
he's not ready.
No, because half of those groceries ended up on the porch, but it was fine. It was good. Yeah.
He's so cute.
Yeah. How about you?
We celebrated our little Sunny this week. She turned 9. I cannot believe it. I'm at this phase right now, Mikey, where I have kids. I don't have babies anymore. I mean, they will always be my babies, obviously. We went out to eat. I had a margarita. My mom encouraged me to get one. And I was like, you're right. You know what? I do deserve this margarita. I am 9 years postpartum.
You are. I love that.
So I had my spicy pineapple margarita to celebrate the birth of my child.
Yes, as you should.
As I should, yes, absolutely. But she's just so wonderful. She wanted a cotton candy cake. I made that for her over the weekend with her friends. She had a little friend birthday party. You've seen those pictures.
And they were in this jacuzzi, right?
They got in the hot tub. It was wonderful. So we had a whole week-long celebration of Sunny, and I just can't believe I don't have babies anymore.
I know. Did you ever find the restaurant that makes cotton candy cakes?
I didn't. The little bakery.
Yeah.
It's out there somewhere. I did find them. They do sell them at Grandpa Joe's candy shop.
Yes.
But I could not find one from a candy shop or bakery that makes them homemade in-house.
Okay. Well,
I'm still
if you're
looking.
out there, Heather's looking.
Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh. Dream big, shoot for the stars. We've heard it all before, but one actress has a different philosophy on career paths. Should we be following our talents instead of our dreams?
And my conversation with actor Corey Feldman about the Stand By Me tour. Stop here in Pittsburgh. Talk Pittsburgh. We'll be right back.
You think Mighty Mouse could beat up Superman? Mighty Mouse is a cartoon. Superman is a real guy. No way a cartoon could beat up a real guy.
Yeah, this is one of those movies that instantly transports you back to your childhood, your friends, and maybe even your first time realizing movies could make you feel something deep. And now, 4 decades later, fans have a chance to experience Stand By Me all over again in a whole new way. When did you realize that Stand By Me had become something so timeless?
Well, it's one of those things that, it's interesting. Like with Goonies, I knew for sure it was going to be a hit and it would last forever and it would be like Willy Wonka and Wizard of Oz and all that kind of stuff. I always had that feeling. Gremlins too. With Stand By Me, it didn't have that feeling. It was very different because it was a very small film. When we made the film, it was done on a micro budget. It was only a $4 million budget. It was originally called The Body. It was not presented by Sony Studios. It was done by actually a small independent company called Embassy Pictures. Now, the fact that it's coming out in 500 theaters at the end of this month and it's being released through Sony, it's actually got a much broader and wider distribution than it even had when it originally came out. It's very inspiring and exciting that people still remember this movie and think of it so fondly.
Yeah, that's how you know you have a masterpiece, because it lives on as it should. And there's a conversation that is happening after the screening, which I think is a really cool setup. What can people expect from that interaction?
Well, so the thing is that it's, like I said, it's the three of us. We hadn't seen each other in a long time, like probably about 15 years since we had all been in the same room. So as you can imagine, it's not just a Q&A. It's three guys, who kind of shared that awkward place in time of puberty together, where we're all kind of, post-kid, pre-teen, just in that little niche where we're trying to figure out who we are and become men. So to find these three men who are now grown together, and the things that we talk about, it may be about the movie, it may be about our personal lives, you never know. But the fun part is that Jerry is wildly funny. And, you get the two of us together on stage, and I will say it's a hoot. We have a lot of fun. We have a lot of laughs. We make each other laugh. So it's a really good time just in that alone. And then there's the fact that we do really fun things, like we bring props, we show random old pictures and videos and things that you won't find anywhere else. And we even recreate some scenes once in a while. So we have a lot of things. We also, of course, have a beautiful tribute to both River and to Rob. So it's a heartwarming experience. It's a touching moment. And it's also a lot of fun and very, I guess you would say, riotous laughter, very raucous. It is a fun experience. So don't come, planning to be depressed or solemn. It's definitely upbeat. And then we do a big meet and greet afterwards, and we do VIP, and we sign autographs and take pictures with fans and all that kind of stuff. So it's just a great experience for everybody that comes around.
Yeah, I was watching some tape of it, and there is a lot of great interaction, a lot of laughs. You guys are moving all across the stage, so something to definitely look forward to there. Now, are there some behind-the-scenes stories that we're going to get to hear about this tour?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, first of all, there's the behind-the-scenes stories of the filming and what happened, in the hotel rooms and in the hotel lobbies and on the set and all that kind of stuff. But then there's also the fun stories of what happens on the tour, because, we started the first leg of this tour on an actual tour bus. So imagine you put, the three of us together, send us across America, and obviously madness ensues. We put out a few videos. You can look at my Instagram or my Twitter to see some of those videos, but we made a couple little fun videos of the three of us together, and I'm sure there'll be a lot more fun to be had, because that was only the first leg.
Oh, that was such an honor. The Stand By Me anniversary tour is stopping at the Carnegie Music Hall in Oakland tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. with special guests Corey Feldman, Jerry O'Connell, and Will Wheaton. For ticket details, head to kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. Well, ahead on Talk Pittsburgh, Heather's got some good news to share today.
Oh, yes, we do. We are kicking off the second half of the show with the stories that are making us smile this afternoon, like some big film recognition for the Steel City. Talk Pittsburgh. We'll be right back.
Well, Welcome back to Talk Pittsburgh. Thank you for spending your afternoon with us.
Ahead this half hour, do you know your talent or what sets you apart in the job market? Our business expert is here to break down this new advice that kind of blew our minds.
And spaghetti sandwich. Need I say more? We're talking to a local kitchen whipping up some really fun dishes for their community. First, let's get into some good news that has us talking.
And we are starting with a big congratulations to the Three Rivers Film Festival on a national ranking. The annual fest was ranked 3rd in a poll by USA Today readers. The organizers have been putting this on since 1982, saying it is the biggest and longest running film festival in Pittsburgh. By the way, mark your calendar for the 45th annual Three Rivers Film Festival, which is coming back November 5th through the 15th.
And speaking of films, 2 local students just won 3rd place in C-SPAN's Student Cam documentary competition. Evan Hartman and Eli Wharton, both of Hampton Middle School, entered with their documentary titled Endless Pursuit, Income Inequality versus the Declaration of Independence. C-SPAN put on this competition to examine the Declaration of Independence as we near the country's 250th anniversary. The students will receive a $750 prize. All right, as you may have noticed, Talk Pittsburgh has been having a little bit of an Italian food takeover.
We're not complaining. We just want to let you know that we know. We kicked off the week celebrating National Meatball Day with the family behind the new Lucatino restaurant in Carnegie. And now we're moving on to spaghetti in sandwich form. Need Community Cafe in New Kensington is serving up a creation that's becoming the talk of Westmoreland County. Joining us now, we have Cafe President Kevin Bodie and Chef Carlo Sabino. We're so happy to have you here.
Thanks so much for having us.
Yeah, when we heard spaghetti on bread and we thought double carbs, sign us up.
We're in.
Well, of course, you know, when you're Italian, that's pretty much what we eat is spaghetti and bread. So growing up an Italian family, our Sunday dinners were filled with, you know, a lot of that. And of course we had leftovers. So Mondays was leftover day. So for my school lunch, my mom always put together what we called a fried spaghetti sandwich.
This is amazing.
That's so good. So you're going to whip this up for us, right?
We're going to whip it up right now. We got our bread in the oven.
And while he's pulling that out, Kevin, tell us a little bit more about Need Cafe. We were just talking about this. You just celebrated your 9th anniversary. You all have been doing a tremendous thing in the community there and really helping so many people by doing this.
Yeah, so we were actually the first Pay What You Can restaurant in Western Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
New Kensington's a great town. My wife and I are very dedicated to the town. But right outside the cafe, there are several neighborhoods that have some of the highest poverty rates in Pennsylvania.
Right.
And so we felt a calling to do something to help our neighbors in the community. So part of our mission is to feed people, provide good meals. We feel everybody is entitled to a really good meal, regardless of their ability to pay.
Yeah.
So if people come into the cafe, they can either pay the suggested amount, they can pay an additional amount over and above that to help pay it forward to a neighbor. And if someone can't afford to pay for their meal, we still provide a meal to them. We have a lot of people that volunteer for their meals. They like to come in and volunteer with us to make them feel like they've partnered with us for their meal. So we offer a variety of ways of people that work with us to get their meals.
Well, that's fantastic. So where is this? Are we frying the spaghetti? Is that what you
we fry it in butter, which actually makes crispy edges. So I kind of took this to kind of a new level from what I was raised on. We put Texas toast, butter it up, grill it. Mozzarella cheese on both. It can never have too much cheese.
No, no.
And we fry our spaghetti so we get kind of nice crispy edges.
Are you like me? Like when I cook at home, I like to.
Of course, yeah. Can never have too many crispies.
I like to take the little crispies off, and
you
you got to do it. You're gonna eat it.
So this is the easiest sandwich to make, easier than a grilled cheese. So then we're just going to put our top on.
This is
good. Now, how popular is this sandwich? Like, do people come in and do you sell out of it, or?
So I ran this actually a few times as a special. We have a different feature every day, and it just kind of went crazy. So people had just been knocking our door down to come in and try it.
That's amazing.
So it makes me feel good. It's part of my childhood growing up, and just part of my Italian heritage.
Is this staying on the menu? I mean, I want to talk about some of the other things too you brought.
So we change our menu twice a year, fall and spring. So with its kind of popularity, we're going to put it on our spring menu. So.
All right. You know what? Before bathing suit season, we really like to pack on the carbs.
We really do.
This is great. Perfect timing.
You wore the wrong color for this.
Should we split this in half?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are we able to do that?
For sure.
And Kevin, this is, I mean, Need Cafe, it's really a way to bring the community together, because when you come and you eat, you're really sitting with your neighbors and sharing stories and getting to know people that you might not know.
So that was part of our mission, in addition to feeding people, part of our mission was to bring back community in New Kensington, to have a place where people could come together. Every third Thursday of the month, we actually do a community dinner. It's called Breaking Bread, where people come in, you sit down at a table, you might be sitting across from somebody you don't know, and you share a meal with them, make them feel dignified and just enjoy time together. So
I'm sorry.
This is
so good.
And we could cry. Yeah. We're both collectively crying on the inside. I wasn't sure what to expect. I mean, I knew I liked all of these things together.
I dreamed of this last night.
You did?
I did, yeah.
This is insane.
What else did you bring in?
Yeah, there's some really wonderful dishes.
So 2 dishes on the ends are on our normal menu, regular everyday menu. This is a Green Mountain salmon, salmon that's grilled with nutmeg, Old Bay seasoning, on top of spinach with peaches, pecans, and a Vermont maple butter sauce. Tuscan shrimp under the Tuscan sun. That's roasted tomatoes, spinach, onions, and an Alfredo sauce with shrimp and gemelli pasta. And then Lent, we kind of took to another level. Everybody kind of eats fish during Lent or seafood. So we did a veggie avocado toast.
It looks beautiful.
That's roasted tomatoes, onions, spinach, avocado on 9-grain bread.
It's really
with scrambled eggs and everything bagel seasoning.
Oh, it looks also
This is amazing.
Yeah, it must be low calorie, right?
It definitely is. There's no calories on Thursday, so you're good to go.
No.
Thank you both for coming in and for what you're doing for the community. It's truly so impressive. Wonderful.
It really
Our
is.
pleasure.
it's been a blessing.
All right, if you would like to learn more about Need Community Cafe, we're going to have more information for you on our website.
That is out of this world.
So good. All right, still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, we're checking in with Christine Sorensen in the newsroom for your first look at the KDKA Evening News.
And from kindergarten to graduation speeches, many of us were told to chase our big dreams. But Reese Witherspoon says there should be something else leading your professional journey. Holly Wilbanks is sharing her expertise to help us dig into our talents after the break.
Ooh.
This is very, very important. You don't chase your dreams. You chase your talents. Everybody has dreams. Doesn't mean you're going to be that thing. You are supposed to do what you're talented at. So it's your job in life to figure out what your specific, unique talents are and go chase them. That's what you're going to do.
That many of us grew up being told to follow our dreams. But what if the real secret is figuring out what we're actually good at and running with that?
It's an interesting perspective from Reese Witherspoon and maybe a little controversial too. So what should your career path follow? Your passion or your skill set? Holly Wilbanks of the Wilbanks Consulting Group is here to weigh in. I have been so anxious to have this conversation with you because when I saw that clip, I thought, ooh, that kind of challenges everything we've been taught.
Exactly, and Reese is a very smart woman, and I agree with her. You should not be as focused on your dreams. You should be more focused on your talents. But that really is easier said than done, and it's only one piece of the equation. Really, it's not just your talents. You want to be looking at also your personal values and, of course, what you're passionate about, which could play into your dreams to figure out what you should be doing for a career path.
Oh, but when I think of dreams, I think of my heart, what's in my heart, what brightens me. I mean, I may be really good at building a house, but what if that just doesn't do it for me? What if that doesn't give me the energy and the excitement every single day?
Mikey, you just said something so important. You said it brightens me.
Yeah.
What you're talking about is stuff that gives you energy. And things that you are passionate about may give you energy, but you will also find that when you are doing tasks and you are doing responsibilities, typically if you're good at them, they feed you energy. Sometimes they don't feed you energy, in which case you want to try to stay away from career paths that involve those tasks or those skills or those talents in this case.
Makes sense.
And, you know, we talked about this in the commercial break. I want to talk about something that I think is really hard for a lot of people, and that is kind of pointing a finger to your actual talents. I think a lot of people have problems with this, mostly because you have to say out loud what you're good at. And that can be difficult for some people.
Exactly. I think a lot of times over the years, we are told, like, tone it down, don't brag, be humble, right? And you have to be careful with that, because that sends you a subliminal message to yourself that says, maybe this isn't as good as I thought it was, or maybe I wasn't as good as I thought I was. We tell our clients all the time to celebrate your accomplishments, celebrate your achievements, because somebody else may not clap for you, quite frankly.
Right.
But in the case of figuring out what your talents are, this is very common that we see a lot of people who don't know what their talents are, and they're in their 30s and 40s.
Oh yeah, I have friends like that.
And not every kid grows up going to various activities and being able to try out different things in after school clubs and things like that, sports even. So they're very limited on the opportunities to figure out what they're good at, right? And so I agree with Reese in this case. It is your responsibility. You can't say, well, my parents didn't put me in these activities and therefore, oh, I guess I'll just never know.
Yeah.
No, as an adult, you can go and volunteer. You can ask to shadow or do an unpaid internship to get some experience doing different things in different types of companies or organizations to figure out if that's what you are good at. But experimenting, to Reese's point, is the key.
All right, I can't let go of these dreams. Like, what if you've had this dream all of your life that you want to do something and it's just in you? How do you figure out whether or not it's worth pursuing?
That's a great point, Mikey. And there are some dreams you shouldn't pursue, right? Like, if you want to be an astronaut and you're claustrophobic, that's probably not going to work out long term.
Not going to work out, yeah.
But in the case where maybe you are in one role and you want to switch into another or a different career path, follow what energizes you. Okay, we talked about that already. Also figure out, like, does this align with your passions? So if you're working at a company that has nothing to do with your passions, but you are passionate about helping people get better, maybe you should be in a healthcare organization or something.
Yeah.
So you've got to put everything together, the talent, the passion, and the personal values. That's your equation for career success and satisfaction.
I mean, in this moment, my passion is reading a book and drinking coffee, and I don't know what that means for me.
Yeah, I don't.
It just sounds lazy. Is laziness my talent? I don't know. Maybe I need to.
Could be. You could do something with that.
Thank you. It's a really good conversation. I'm glad we had it.
Yeah, exciting. All right, if you're interested in getting in contact with Holly and her team, we'll link you up to the Wilbanks Consulting Group on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.
Still to come on the show, KDKA's Christine Sorensen is standing by in the newsroom with the stories you don't want to miss tonight on the KDKA Evening News. Welcome back. KDKA investigative reporter Megan Schiller is here to talk about some of her latest investigations and stories. It's always really interesting when you're here because you're working on so many different things, including a story tonight.
Yeah, we're keeping it busy.
Yeah.
So tonight we went up and we talked to people who live in this neighborhood in Rochester, PA, and they're dealing with this plant that's a Sherwin-Williams plant. They claim it's very smelly, getting smellier by the day. And so they say it smells like a nail polish remover or acetone, and they can't even sleep in their own bedrooms. One of her sons, the woman there, he's sleeping in the hallway.
Oh my gosh.
Because they say that the plant that you see there is just emitting this smell. They're not sure why. They've contacted DEP, EPA. They're not getting anywhere. So we went up there and hung out with them the other day. So that story is going to air tonight.
And so is this like a new thing, or were they new to the neighborhood?
Well, they moved in about a year ago. They said a year ago, February. And I asked, didn't it smell when you came in toward the house? And she said no. Yeah. So it's just, it's getting worse. And so now she's regretting moving there, and she hates that because it's not like you can just move again.
It's really, really interesting. I'll never forget when we had this really funky smell downtown, and it was because there was some sort of like air inversion that was trapping something from a chemical plant down the road. I mean, it was just.
And it gives you headaches, and then you wonder, like, is my health at risk? And so these are all the questions she's asking.
And then you're also doing a story that's going to air on Monday.
Yeah, that's a wild story.
It's a wild story about a little girl on vacation.
A 5-year-old girl, her name's Paloma, adorable, you will love her. And she had this tragic accident, and thank gosh, they life-flighted her to Pittsburgh Pittsburgh, and we have, of course, the leading surgeons for this problem. But it's a story about pool safety. She had severe injuries from a pool filter that wasn't covered properly, like the topping or whatever you'd call it, the grate, had been removed for cleaning, they think maybe. So this is a word of warning, all parents, if you're going anywhere on vacation, what to look for the pool.
Yeah.
Make sure that there's an emergency stop button, things like that.
You and I had talked about this pretty early while you were doing this investigation into, maybe some standards and practices that might be different in the U.S. versus other countries if you're going.
Right, and also just that, you put your guard down, especially if you're at a fancy resort or you're at a nice hotel. You think, oh, it's beautiful here.
Right.
They're taking care of us, but they really let their guard down and they didn't realize they needed to be looking for these things. And it happened.
It's, this is really, you told me some of the details. It's very heartbreaking and a warning, as you mentioned. You've also been doing a couple of stories on property reassessments and tax reassessments. And I know that this can all seem overwhelming and a little complicated, but tell us what's been going on with this.
So I don't know how I drew the short straw with this one, right? Math, taxes, proper, okay, so we're going with it. We're doing all these stories. There is a local politician, Senator Wayne Fontana. He thinks that the whole state, we need to all get together and do a big property tax reassessment because some counties, including Allegheny County, haven't done it in quite some time.
Right.
So you could be paying so much and your neighbor could be paying not their fair share. And how can we get everyone to be paying what they should be paying? And you need to do a very expensive, very laborious assessment. And then, or you have to deal with what you did and you have to go and appeal with that whole thing.
Right, because that was the whole common level ratio thing, and you had done tons of stories on that a couple of years ago, and that actually resulted in things being lowered, but you still have a process to make sure that your amount is matching what the county's is. It's insane.
And if we just did the reassessment, they argue that you don't have to deal with this common level ratio and all these confusing things. You don't have to appeal. You don't have to hire an attorney because it's done every 5 years. And it's just something no one would talk about ever again. We wouldn't have to be doing these stories, but no one wants to do it because it's considered not maybe the best political move if you're up for re-election because people don't understand it. They think you're raising their taxes. And so it's a messy situation.
Okay.
So
take a deep breath. I'm sure there's more coming.
I'm like,
a lot on your plate right now.
Stories, but it's important because
it is very important.
People's money.
Thank you so much. All right, we're going to check in right now to find out what you can expect to see at 4, 5, and 6. Christine Sorensen is in the newsroom right now with some of those stories.
Yeah, good afternoon, Heather and Mikey. There are a lot of stories we're working on. First of all, the Shapiro administration just announced a major multi-million-dollar investment to help revitalize downtown Pittsburgh. We're going to tell you where that money is going to go. Also, online dangers for kids seem to be getting worse and worse by the day. We're going to tell you what state police did today to help parents better understand the dangers with things like online gaming, as well as the increased risks of AI for kids. And there's a new poll out there that's ranking the angriest commutes in Pennsylvania. We're going to tell you which local road made the list. So we've got that and a whole lot more coming up.
Oh, my gosh. You have to tell us more about that.
I know, the angriest commutes poll, right? Pittsburgh has one of the top 3 on the list.
Wow.
The other 2 are in the Philly area. I'll give you a hint. All right, it's not Route 28. A lot of people here in our newsroom were surprised they drive Route 28. They know it could have made the list, but I will say one that did make the list is probably on there for a good reason. We're going to let you know. That's coming up later.
All right, Christine, thank you so much. Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, we are wrapping things up and chatting about tomorrow's show. Don't go anywhere.
All right, something saucy is happening right now. We want to find out which places in our area make the best wings. It's Team Talk Pittsburgh versus Team PTL again this year.
You know what's a big deal when it's this big behind us, right? You can see it. It's so much fun, though. Here's how you can weigh in. Go to the Talk Pittsburgh or PTL Facebook page. Right now, you can find the wing bracket post pinned to the top of the page. Leave a comment telling us which spot in town you think makes the best wings. Tell us a little bit about why, too. We want to hear from you.
No, I feel like I have so many places that I'm thinking of that would win this.
I got one.
You got one?
And I'm not weighing in because I'm not swaying anything, but I will tell you on both of our pages, we've gotten hundreds of votes, maybe even thousands when we combine all of them. Some front runners definitely starting to emerge.
Yeah, there's Bar 48 in Elizabeth, Inferno Pizza in North Huntington, and Wiggy's on Noblestown Road. That name gets me every time. I love it.
But will they stay on top? Who knows? We will actually next week. On Monday, we will. We're going to reveal the Saucy 16. That's the day after Selection Sunday when March Madness officially kicks off. So get your nominations in right now. Time is ticking.
It's PTL on one side and Talk Pittsburgh on the other. Then, when we get down to Just Too Good 2, we'll have 2 winners, one for each show. The 2 spots that get the most votes and win the bracket will be on our shows.
Well, coming up tomorrow on Talk Pittsburgh, the luck of the Irish in sandwich form. Chef Anthony takes a classic Irish dish and makes it handheld. We can't wait to take a bite. Thank you so much for being with us for Talk Pittsburgh.